Hey, what's up, YouTube? How you doing out there in YouTube land? It's your boy Kupz the Universe, aka Poet Lounge, aka PD Mossberg, and we will be discussing a quick thought I had. I was literally thinking about one time when I was young, I was, not young, but younger than I am now. I was listening. I heard a story. They talked about the war in the heavens. You know what I'm saying? The Bible speaks on that. But I heard that the war in the heavens that the Bible spoke about was actually the war with Sirius A and Sirius B. And in this war, Sirius A, Sirius B, one of them lost, right? And the one that lost, like in the midst of the battle, they say like the okay, they say Saturn fell, right? And when Saturn fell, it I guess it hit when it stopped, the other planets fell out of it, right? Now when they say that, they also say that that was a sun too, right? And what they used was the word chakras. So now I was thinking, I was like, everything that's in the story form is talking about a person, right? We know that now. So the war Sirius A and Sirius B is inside. That represents the duality. So whenever that unity of Sirius, right? Let's call it Sirius right now, Sirius, right? Whenever the duality of Sirius got into a conflict, the chakras fell and it split. Now, when you look at the planets and you look at, you know what I'm saying, it would be like a person laying down, right? Because all the planets are side by side, so to speak, the realms, right? According to NASA and them, but they're all side by side. And so basically, when you look at a human being now and you see that they have 7 chakras and it's separated, and the solar plexus, the chakra here, right? You can tell that's after that, right? So what I'm starting to come to the conclusion of is that, when your chakras combine, when they compress into each other and condense into the center, where there's true balance, right? Then you become like a Sirius, right? Well, when I say Sirius, it's just to represent the story that I'm speaking on, but it's more wholeness, right? And wholeness, you know what I'm saying? Your chakras is whole. So when you battle with internal forces within yourself, right? From what I'm understanding, at least this is what my mind came up with. When you battle with internal forces in yourself, right? So that's Sirius A, Sirius B. That'll be A, B. You know what I'm saying? First, second, or you know what I'm saying, one side, the other side, right? When that happens, no matter who wins in a duality existence, the chakras still fall as far as the chakra being, so is a representation now. So if my internals is fighting with each other and my chakra is all compressed, right, into my center, right? And check it, as a human being, if I'm standing upright, right? And then if I fall back, boom, and then like my chakras separate, be like the representation of the planets, because it's like a chakra system. And it's like, if you look at it, it will be like a chakra system laying down because we stand upright, right? Bipedal. So, that I think that whole story about the chakras is like explaining how a person, because we know that you get your chakras open, you get rid of the blockages, you deal with a lot of purity to do it, right? And then, after you get them all open and active and functioning, you can turn them off when you want, you can turn them on when you want. You're supposed to compress them into the center of your body, right? And basically what this story of Sirius A and Sirius B, of these two dynamos spinning like this, right? Causing this reverberation of vibration, right? Which, you know what I mean? Basically, that's how like your internal energies, Once they smash, boom, and then it just starts creating externally. You know what I'm saying? Basically, then the chakras come, right? Or the minds, right? And that's just my thought about the Sirius A, Sirius B, War in Heaven story. You feel me? It's definitely internal, right? It's the same story in the Bible about the war in heaven. It's the same thing, right? You have lower desires, you have higher desires. When your lower desires fight your higher desires, and your lower desires get kicked, because basically that's what happened. The lower desires, I think, was the one that got their ass kicked, right? And basically when they got plunged, it created the 7 chakra system. You see what I'm saying? Like that's like, because the one chakra that would take for you to be in that state of being or be in that plane of existence. You see what I'm saying? As a being now, it's not a war between angels and demons. This is internal. It's all your negative ideas and thoughts and feelings and such versus all your positive thoughts and feelings and emotions and such. And when they combat and they're not in unison with each other, right? When they fighting, somebody got to be the winner. Then your chakras will be here. Now we live here in the 3rd dimension, and we have 7 chakras. That it kind of shows, and they said that Saturn fell, and Saturn was supposed to. The other planets fell out of it, and it was supposed to be like the chakras. And basically, so that means because we have 7 chakras is because we fell. You see what I'm saying? And the way to get back into, that harmonious state is to get rid of the conflict, right? Now, how can you get rid of the conflict? See, that's where the tree of the good and bad is confusion. Because by saying one thing is good and one thing is bad, no matter what it is, you always put one thing against the other thing. So it's a constant perpetuality of conflict between two. It's constant Sirius A, Sirius B, constant external creations, constant imperfect beings being born. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just my thoughts of this. You know what I'm saying? I'm a free thinker. What can I do but think? I may be wrong, I may be right, but that's how I think. I think that whole story, War in Heaven, was trying to express that. Heaven is inside, right? They said the kingdom of heaven is in your body. It says it in your Bible. If you read your Bible, you will find that, right? It says that the temple of God is the body, right? It says that the pearly gates is the gates to heaven, which is your teeth, right? Like, let's just stop being silly here, right? It's all this fake, imaginary stuff that y'all like to deal with. So because the heaven is inside of you, right? When that war in Sirius A and Sirius B happened with the 2 light particles or the 2 particle consciousness particles or whatever we want to look at them at. I didn't get that far yet. I just got to the chakra part. And basically when that internal, that dimension, those two, ideas, that thought and that feeling, or, when they smash, boom, the reverberations come out. And that was supposed to be the war in heaven. Externally, they represented by the stars Sirius B and Sirius A, and they use Saturn, and then they use the 7 planets to represent what they're trying to tell you as you. The reason that you're on Earth is because you fell. You fell from a place that you wasn't, a human being. Let's just put it like that. And you might have got, attracted here by people that didn't even know what they was doing. You know what I'm saying? Most people just look at having sex as having sex. They don't look at it as the spiritual aspect of the light that's being created through the friction of the bodies rubbing together and the passions and the fires burning inside of them and how that attracts spirits. But then I also heard that, the spirit doesn't enter the baby body until it's at like the hospital, like whatever waters is around the hospital or around. That's why when they want to give babies a birth, they do it in water. You know what I'm saying? When it's home birth. Like, so just know, like, it's a lot of stuff about this spirituality. A lot of brothers do know, a lot of sisters do know, but a lot of people is in the dark about and they scared of. You see what I'm saying? They don't understand it. So my thing is that, basically, the reason why we here is because we fell, of course. We already know this. This is not all fallen. Some people choose to come here to help the fallen that's lost in the fallen realm. But this realm isn't that bad. They make it bad. But basically what I'm saying about the Sirius B, Sirius A, the Saturn falling and creating the solar system, right? like that's basically like in the body, right? But then when you think about it, that's not really the body, because one chakra can have a whole universe in it. It can have a whole universe. It doesn't have to be just one, solar system. But in representation of this solar system in the story, to be concurrent with it, yeah, 7 chakras, 7 planets, Saturn fell. Boom, right? Now, whatever y'all put on Saturn, that's on y'all. But I'm just saying, as Saturn being in Sirius or being a higher realm thing, it was connected. All the planets was in one planet, pretty much. That's what, at least the story says that. I don't know. Do your research, and maybe you can come up with a better, little idea of it. But that's what I think. So basically, the reverse engineering of that would be to turn on all your chakras, then condense them into the center of your body, and then to hold the vibration long enough for you to transition into the realm that correlates with. See what I'm saying? 7 chakras, 3 dimensions, you'll stay here for your whole entire existence. Doing God knows what. Whatever you ain't learned last lifetime, you'll be doing again next lifetime, and so forth and so on. And God forbid you never learn, because if you never learn, then you just be doing it over and over and over again. That's just how it works in the spirit world. I know y'all don't really know. A lot of people do know, but a lot of people don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the 7 chakras and the condensing of the chakra was represented through the war in heaven, which was correlated as the war in Sirius A, Sirius B, and then because of that war, the ones that lost, Saturn fell somehow, and boom, when it fell, it's supposed to have chakras fell out of it, which was the other planets and stuff. You see what I'm saying? Now, mind you, the solar system is actually solar plex, right? So if you look at your solar plex chakra, you can say, okay, let's just be, commonsensical. If you look at your solar plexus chakra, you know that there's a bright sun in the middle of your solar plexus chakra, then there's probably planets in your solar plexus chakra that rotate around that. Then if you go up, 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 lower, 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 these would be like the realms. You know how they say like the planets move into a certain realm, the golden age, whatever is a higher realm in the higher spaces, and then it's like it goes back to the lower spaces. So basically, these could be like, remember when the Thor movie, when they tried to show the 7 realms? You see what I'm saying? And it was like overlapping each other, like on top of each other. Pretty much like your chakras. In a way. I mean, I'm just having some ideas now. But, I hope these things spark your mind into thinking. You know what I'm saying? YouTube, I got nothing but love for you guys, man. My life experience has shown me that I do get the most love from strangers. I really do. Because I feel like once a person realizes my gifts or my talents or whatever, then I become a threat, or I become, you see what I'm saying? Some kind of, you know what I mean? I don't know. I guess a threat. But, at the end of the day, I'm just being me. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm just a threat because I'm who I am, period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just going to be who I am, period. I don't listen or follow other people and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. That's what I think about the war in heaven, Sirius A, Sirius B, Saturn chakra, blah 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 blah. And I feel like that's when it fell and the chakras fell out. So like that's what I feel these 7 chakras are. And when we compress it back into one chakra, it's like that stage going back into the, you know what I'm saying? Into the higher celestials. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, there's a dual star, a dual star thing going on with Sirius, where it spins, and then it gets closer, it starts going faster, faster, faster to it. Boom, and then so I'm saying, and then somehow it re-energizes and do the same thing. If you want to learn more about that, you can go check out 7 Bomar. If you want to go learn more about, the chakras being like the minds and such, you can go check out, Uriel, Dolo, the Pilot Man. You know what I'm saying? They all have great ideologies and they break it down. You know what I'm saying? It's funny because teamwork makes the dream work. And a lot of times all these ideologies that we come up with on our own accord, it kind of fits with each other. You know what I'm saying? As we blend and we get more. So, that's it. You know what I mean? And if you want to learn more about the Sirius story, Sirius A, Sirius B, you got to look that up like on YouTube or something. I think that's where I heard it from before, back in, like I said, 2012, 2013. But a lot of stuff on YouTube has been deleted. They had videos on heart back then that was elaborate, like 3 hours and then 2 hours, and then, you know what I'm saying? So you would fully know what the heart machine was. Now, 2023, you can't find none of those videos on YouTube. So just know that, you know, there is a time limit on the wisdom that you can gain based on certain stuff. And like I said, if you think you know it all out there, then so be it. But you know what I'm saying? So be it. Anyway, yo, it's your boy Kupz the Universe, aka Poet Lounge, aka P. Mossberg, and ain't nothing but love for you guys out there in YouTube land. Man, hit the subscribe button, like, you know what I mean, comment. Go subscribe to my other YouTube channel that, you know, I'm starting to build, because I'm gonna try to monetize that one. So I'm gonna try to keep that one more clean, and this one can be my uncut, whatever. I can say whatever I want because it's not monetized. You know what I'm saying? And y'all have a great day out there in YouTube land and in the world. And I'll talk to y'all later, man. Peace.